Room 21 Rockstar families, and welcome to our weekly VODCAST. I hope that you guys are having an absolutely extraordinary weekend and enjoying every last second of it. Hey, I wanted to thank all of the Room 21 Rockstars and the Rockstar families for the amazing Spirit Week participation that we had last week in Room 21. It was absolutely phenomenal. From Hat Day on Monday to all of the other days throughout the week, and then our amazing pep rally on Friday. That was also a ton of fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We had so much fun last week showing our spirit for Barrett Elementary and everything that it stands for. It was a blast. Thanks once again, guys. I did want to congratulate this week's Rockstar of the Week, Mr. Laurel Edwards. Laurel has had incredible effective effort with our fraction and decimal unit, and he proved that on his assessment on Friday as well, but he's put forth so much incredible effort and focus in learning his unit fractions that I wanted to congratulate Laurel as being the Room 21 Rock Star of the Week. Congrats, Laurel. You know, guys, not too many other announcements this week, not too many happenings. Obviously, we have Tiger Club after school on Tuesday and Thursday for students who are signed up for that. And then on Saturday, the PTO has the Breakfast with Santa event. That's from 9 to noon. If you're interested in attending that, there was a flyer in the Friday folder that you can check out for more details. And then finally, guys, I did send home Scholastic book orders. If you're interested in ordering anything, you can either order online or send in the payment. If you want those things before winter break, you're going to have to get that payment in by Friday so that I can ensure that those get shipped to Barrett on time. With that being said, guys, I'm going to send you off to the strategy session for the week, and I'll see you on the other end. Hey, Rockstars, welcome to our weekly strategy session. I wanted to start off the VODCAST by saying right here, right now, that this happens to be a double house point week. So anything that you earn this week is going to be double the value that you typically would have. So you're going to want to put in as much effective effort as possible to earn as many house points as is possible for your house. Because as we saw at Academy on Friday, there is now quite a difference between the houses. So you're going to want to keep that in mind as we move forward. So first of all, I'm going to send you over to the classroom. And I'm going to go to our classroom. And I do have the Google Classroom question of the week up. And that is to make a connection between two books that we have read so far this year. And be sure to explain your connection in detail. And that connection can be absolutely anything. Connections between the plot, connections between two characters, connections between absolutely anything that you can think of, scholar. So give that a go. Looking for a connection. Make sure you write in complete sentences, and you'll earn the maximum house points there. In addition, you guys know Friday was absolutely crazy, Friday afternoon, so the newsletter is going home on Monday. And this happens to be the newsletter itself. Let me flip to the back page and you'll find the different challenges. You may just want to pause the screen here. Each of these challenges, guys, is typically worth 5, but because it's a double house point week, each is worth 10 as long as you show all of your work and bring that into class. Each of those will be worth 10 house points this week. So you might want to also give that a go. And this will come home in the paper form on Monday, tomorrow in class. Now, if we head on over to the weekly strategy session, this week, guys, we're starting the computation of decimals, which means this week the first half of the week, we're going to kind of review what we learned in 4th grade with adding and subtracting decimals. And then by the end of the week, we're going to move to the multiplication of decimals. And by winter break, we'll be working on the division of decimals. So we're working on all 4 operations that we work on in class, specifically in computing decimal numbers. So with that being said, I have a couple of things up here that you guys can actually check out. First of all, I absolutely love the Math Antic videos, guys. And this happens to be one of those such videos. This guy kind of walks you through how we add, subtract, multiply, and divide decimals. It's an excellent, excellent tutorial. I would suggest watching it first before you do anything. And if you can just have somebody, if you can just write down that you watched this video, you'll earn 10 house points. But because it's a double house point week, that will go up to 20 for the week. Yes, 20 house points if you watch that tutorial video. And it's a great, great way to make sure you have down the computation of decimals. Now, in the meantime, guys, I put up 2 sites that will help you with this. The first site, part 1, is purely working with the naked numbers, meaning just the numbers, no word problems. Part 2 is totally with computing decimal numbers in word problems. So part 1, the problems are going to be worth 2 points each, but because it's a double house point week, those will be worth 4. In part 2, those are going to be worth 5 points each, and because it's a double house point week, those will be worth 10. Because the word problems are going to take you a little bit more time. And you know what, guys? I would really love to see some notice and wondering by each of those word problems as well to show that you truly have that down. So that's there for the decimal computation that we're working on this week. This is also coding week in Computer Lab on Tuesday. We're going to be participating in the hour of code. But with that being said, the problem of the week this week also involves code, more so on paper. And that involves taking this robot through this maze. Typically, the problem of the week is worth 10, but because it's a double house point week, guys, that means it is worth 20. So give that a go as well. Now, the reading and writing section for the week, guys, I absolutely love. I want you to think about all that we now know about the Dust Bowl and complete these sentence stems, but you have to use something that's a shared experience. So, for instance, you might say the Dust Bowl looked like a blank. It has to be something that you know within your shared experience. I added a picture here to kind of activate some of your knowledge, and I want you to complete all 4 of those sentence stems. The Dust Bowl looked like, the Dust Bowl sounded like, the Dust Bowl felt like, and the Dust Bowl smelled like. You earn 10 house points for bringing this assignment into class and sharing it with everyone. So really give it a go. And remember, we're looking to compare it to something that is a shared experience within class. And these will make sense tomorrow as we begin our journey through all the different types of figurative language. So all of this will make a ton of sense starting tomorrow in class as we go that route. But 10 house points for bringing this in, but because it's a double house point week, that will be worth 20. Something that I did link up, guys, would be the Hour of Code site. And I would recommend going to the 2 through 5 or 6 through 8. And we're specifically going to be working with the Minecraft Hour of Code. All you guys have to do is hit start, and then your computer's going to take you there. And this is all about the coding behind computers and everything that we're using each and every day in class. We're going to be partaking in this during Computer Lab on Tuesday, because the Hour of the Code is something that kids all over the world partake in this week. If you do participate in that, guys, I'll give you 10 house points, but because it's a double house point week, that will be worth 20 house points, so that will work in your favor there. Now, I'm sure you're wondering what the secret hashtag of the week is, and the secret hashtag of the week happens to be hashtag apples. Hashtag apples, because it's typically worth 5. And this happens to be a double house point week. That will now be worth 10 scholars. So give that a go. The secret hashtag of the week is hashtag apples. I'm going to send you guys back over to Mr. Reichard in person. Rockstar families, I hope that those strategies were successful. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please do not hesitate to let me know. You guys are the incredibly best families in Stafford County, Virginia, and I will see you right here next Sunday for our next VODCAST. See you guys later.